What's up? This is Malaysia Rebel for the culture. I am here with my sister again, Imani. Again with some tea. It's been a lot of stuff going on. I am sick, so don't mind me looking how I look, sounding how I sound. We're gonna get right into the shits, okay? First things first, we need to talk about Wendy Williams and all this drama surrounding Wendy Williams in the past couple weeks. So I guess for me, the thing with Wendy Williams is like, I was telling Imani, like, I have like a love-hate relationship for Wendy Williams because I respect her because she's been in the game for so long and she's so authentic about like everything that she feels pretty much. And usually if Wendy is wrong or she feels like she's wrong, she'll apologize. If she don't feel like she's wrong, Wendy not gonna say nothing, bro. And that could be a good or bad thing depending on your tolerance for people like that. But one thing I know about her is that she's very unfiltered, and I like that about her because she really don't care about what anybody has to say about her. And even with her husband allegedly having a baby and a side piece, I feel like Wendy is a very authentic person, and I don't think that she's malicious. I don't think she's a malicious person. She may be unfiltered and have rude tendencies, but I think she is still a good person. I feel like she means well in a lot of ways. Like, I don't think she's like this horrible like individual. I do think she talk a little too much sometimes. She's like that auntie that just talk too much and you just be like, hush, and you just need to put your hand over your auntie's mouth. I feel like that's what it is, and I feel like with this situation, I don't feel like just because you may not necessarily like her that everybody should be like on social media bashing her, because like that's a difficult situation to be in, especially when you've been married for as long as she's been married to her husband and she has kids. Like, this is not just some, oh well, Wendy Williams be talking about everybody else, it's her karma and blah blah blah. I don't feel like she's done anything or has said anything to where it equates to going through something like this. Same thing with the Tristan Thompson and Khloe, Kardashian situation. Like, even though people say she allegedly stole a bunch of people's mans, I don't know if that's ever been proven. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that it's okay just because that allegedly happened, that a woman should be bashed about going through something like that, because that's difficult to deal with and that's hard to go through. Anybody that's been in love and anybody that is married, you know how that goes when somebody that you are deeply in love with and you care about them so much and they cheat on you and then have a baby on you. Like, I just don't like that social media is like dragging her through the mud, especially with a cocaine addiction. Like, that's something that can make her relapse, especially if she's been sober for so long. And for her to say that, she's obviously been going through a lot. And I also think that in those past few weeks, she probably has been like, because initially she was saying she was sick and blah, blah, blah. I think she was just trying to keep everything, her emotions together about everything that's probably going on within her household. And I personally want to like just send positive vibes and well wishes and prayers her way, because that, nah, I don't know what I would do in that situation. I don't know. I don't know if he's like cheated on her multiple times, if he even cheated in the first place, if that's even his baby. No one even knows if that's his baby. And then, I mean, she wasn't wearing her ring either, but I don't know. So, so first off, for Wendy Williams, she is a known, she's obviously on a talk show for her. She has a talk show, and based on just what I know off of just going through like other people's opinions, and also just reading up on my own, and also just like my own personal opinion, and also an unbiased opinion, I feel like a drug addiction is not anything that anybody needs to laugh about or anything that someone should consider like a joke or it to be funny, because dealing with something as hard as like cocaine, heroin, all those things that you can literally lose your mind off of and literally become a different person, and you can lose, like, there's just so many things that can come with an addiction. So for as far as that goes, I don't think that people need to be speaking on something that they don't know personally, because of the fact that there's people who, as far as I know, I think it's just cocaine that she does, but like I said, there's some things that you can't speak on because you're not personally involved in that situation, and you've never actually gone through something like that. So for me, I can't speak on something that I don't know, and I've never done cocaine. I've never done any of those things, but for that to be a part of the situation that Wendy Williams is going through, I hope that she can get through something like that, because I'm telling you, drugs are not fun. They are not something you want to play with, because they can
some people don't make it out of that.
Drugs can ruin your life. It can either make you feel like like the best thing in the world, but at the end of the day, that is not man-made. It's something that is created by human. So I just pray that she can see through this, because I'm telling you, it's not easy to get through something like that.
The only thing about this is that I think the saddest part about this is that this is not the first time rumors of her husband allegedly like cheating on her have swirled around, and Wendy is very private about her relationship. She's talked or spoken about her husband and her, her kids and stuff, but she hasn't even addressed this situation. Like, I saw like the video of her when she had like her ring on, and paparazzi was asking her about, oh, I see you finally wearing your ring and blah blah blah. She never speaks on like, she speaks on drama in her real life, but not really, like in her personal life, but not really. And so I think that for a long time, this is just my opinion, based off of everything, because you can't believe everything that you see, and you can't believe everything that you hear. That may not even be the issue going on in their household. For all we know, they got a whole nother problem going on that don't got nothing to do with the mistress, and the baby could be the least of their problems. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I know that's what's swirling around, but just to go back to what I was saying, this is not the first time these rumors have been like swirling around. So honestly, let's say that this is all true, right? Let's say that her husband been cheating on her for mad long. I think that the baby, for whatever reason, I feel like women can be resilient. Like, if they're the type of woman where they're not gonna leave you after the first time you cheat on them, I feel like once a man has a baby, like, and you're in a relationship with that man, like, that's like the ultimate, like, betrayal. Like, that's the ultimate betrayal. And if she is a survivor or recovering addict, that's a trigger. Something like that is a trigger that'll make you relapse and send you back into that dark place, because that's a heartbreak. And people be playing with love and heartbreaks and don't realize, like, people die from heartbreak. That junk is real. That junk is really, really real. And people hurt themselves to escape that type of heartbreak. So basically, to wrap this up, Wendy Williams, y'all need to, like, dead that. Y'all need to just send positive vibes her way. Whether you like her, you don't like her, whether you like how she, she run her mouth, or whatever the case is, however you feel about her, at the end of the day, we all know how it feels. No, well, not all of us. Everybody hasn't been cheated on. But you know what it's like to get your heart broken. And if you are a survivor, recovering addict, and you've been through that situation, or if you, whether personally or you've experienced it through someone else,
try not to speak on things that you don't know personally. And also, you can have your opinion, yes, but your opinion is just merely that. So
yes, you can have opinion on something and you can feel a certain way about someone. And even still, I wouldn't say I'm a complete fan of Wendy Williams, but I will say that there's not anything in her life that involves me that I feel like I need to go on the internet and bash her and make her feel like a certain kind of way because of how I feel towards her. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that people are adding on top of the situation that it doesn't even have to do with the current situation. So yes, we can all have our opinions and say what we feel, but just be cautious about what you say, because the internet is forever and people's feelings are valid, and we just need to think about that when we're talking on specific topics, especially things that have to do with drugs and addiction and heartbreak, because I haven't been through drugs, but I have been through heartbreak, and I have been through the roughs of life, and sometimes there's some things that we do and say that we can't explain, and other people can't explain it for us, and sometimes it's just some things are better left unsaid. So we just send our love.
My sister hasn't experienced like personally drugs, but I have witnessed what it looks like, what it can do, how people act.
Oh, for sure. I've seen what it does to other people, but for me personally, I've never actually experienced an addiction of me doing drugs and me having, so I've never actually done cocaine. I've never done heroin, any of those things. So I wouldn't know what the drug life feels like as far as like someone else doing it and me being actually trying it. But as far as like being around the situation, I've been around that, and it's not anything that you can, like I said, it's not anything that I've done personally, but speaking on seeing it in my surroundings, people I've known have done those things, and I don't speak on it too much because of the fact that it has been around my life per se. So like I said, just keep an open mind, a positive mind on the situation, and
basically love and light to Wendy Williams. Y'all just send love and light to her, cause she going through it. Auntie going through it, y'all. Auntie going through it. So,
oh my God.
On to the next topic. Apparently, y'all, it's not really a brighter note, but it's a little less heavy. But it is a little frustrating. So we got a new genre, apparently, country trap. And it's been introduced by, what's his name? The new genre is Lil Nas X. Country rap, he's introducing country trap, Lil Nas X, and apparently, y'all, Billboard, he made #1 on Billboard, and they removed him. He is black, he is African American. Billboard removed him for not being country enough. Now, they removed him and said it does not embrace enough elements of today's country music. Now, me personally, I'm trying to figure out, like, from what I was reading, apparently Lil Nas X, he has this song. It's called I got y'all. Old Town Road. Now, I've heard the song. I like the song. This is my junk. It's like a mix between country and trap. He did that. And apparently it shot up through the charts. #1. Billboard noticed it. But this is a black country artist. Black country trap artist. So apparently Billboard removed him for not being country enough. And I'm just trying to figure out what are the requirements for being country enough. Like...
Yeah, because
like I could see if the song had no kind of country like inspiration or anything. If you haven't listened to it, look up Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. Is that what I said? Yeah, Old Town Road. Go listen to it. It definitely has country influence. You hear the whole country. It's like literally country. Like it's like country trap or trap country, however you want to put it in order. And I think that's wrong.
Like, I think that's wrong. He's been posting about it. Everybody's been talking about it. Everybody's been saying, like, you know, what the hell? And me personally, I'm just like, you got all these white people that rap and do R&B, like, and all this stuff, or hip-hop. I'll say hip-hop. You know, white people that cross over into the hip-hop genre. But then it's like, you have this black African-American artist crossing over into country, and now it's like, whoa, hold up. That's not country enough. What if we, like, that's like stopping a white rapper and being like, whoa, no, that's not hip-hop enough, just because, like, I feel like this is a color thing. I feel like this is a black person thing. I think it's the fact that, like, country is a predominantly white genre. Me personally, that's how I feel. You could disagree. I don't care. It's a predominantly white genre.
It's derived from...
It's a white genre.
It's derived from the southern culture. So for them to actually take it off a billboard and say, oh, you know, because I'm... Now think about it like this, too. If he were not of African race, if he was not black, a black male doing this country artist, would he have been taken off a billboard? Probably not. And if he did, then what would they say then? You know, but because honestly, the fact is that he's an African American country artist that also combined country with trap. Now it's like, oh, it's disrespectful. But because if he would have just did country, I don't know if he would have got the same backlash. But because he added the trap, and you know, he wanted to combine it because he has two different cultures. Obviously, he loves country and trap. He wanted to combine it. It's no different than like trap soul. Mm-hmm. People do trap soul. Like, I listen to trap soul. It's like the trap version of soul. But
soul is also...
It is predominantly black too. Yeah. So it's an African American, like an African American dominant thing. But it is wrong because of the fact that there's like Malaysia was saying, there's plenty of artists out here, you know, Caucasian, Spanish, white, whatever you want to call it, that are doing hip hop and rap and trap and all those things, and none of those people have been taken off of Billboard. If they made it to Billboard, they made it to Billboard, you know. And as far as music genre goes, anybody can do any music genre. It's not there's no race on music genre. So if I want to do country music and I make #1, I feel like I should be able to stay on Billboard, you know, on Billboard #1 if I make it to there, because if I'm making music, what does that have anything to do with my race and what I love to do? If I love country music but Malaysia loves pop and rock, then she should be able to do pop and rock in her music, and it shouldn't be looked down upon like, oh, she's trying to be something she's not. No, maybe I just like that genre of music. My best friend is white, and she will listen to trap and rap and hip hop like every day, all day, every day. That's what we listen to. If you know, if we chillin', that's mostly what we listen to. And it's not because she wants to be black. It's not because she thinks she's black. It's just that's the music that she prefers. So, you know, for this artist, I'm not sure of his name, but for this artist, it's...
Yeah, Lil Nas X. I'm going to read y'all this little excerpt about just a small, like, about this whole situation so you guys get, like, a better understanding of what's happening. So it says, Billboard told rapper Lil Nas X to take his horse and... This is a blog. This is coming from AP News. This is apnews.com. So that is my source. This is not me. This is not coming from me. These are not my words. I am pulling from another source. So AP News, this is them. If y'all got something to say, y'all better direct it to them.
AP.
Go to AP and direct it to them. So it says, Billboard told rapper Lil Nas X to take his horse and giddy up when they decided to remove his viral hit Old Town Road from their country charts because they determined it wasn't country enough. The song, which debuted on the country charts just 3 weeks ago, has been turned into a meme on social media at TikTok. It features references to the Western-themed video game Red Dead Redemption 2, and plenty of cowboy imagery in its lyrics, but also a trap beat and softly plucked banjo from a 9-inch nail sample. The song debuted at number 19 on Billboard's Hot Country chart for the week of March 16th between Kelsey Ballerini and Morgan Wallen. In a story first reported by Rolling Stone, Billboard removed the song from the country chart, and although it remains on the rap hip-hop charts and reached 32 on the all-genre Hot 100 chart, upon further review, it was determined that Old Town Road by Lil Nas X does not currently merit inclusion on Billboard's country charts. Billboard said in a statement, when determining genres, a few factors are examined, but first and foremost, a musical composition. While Old Town Road incorporates references to country and cowboy imagery, it does not embrace enough elements of today's country music to chart in its current version. Representatives for Lil Nas X did not immediately have a comment on the situation, and then it basically said Billboard also addressed critics who suggested that the rapper was being singled out because of his race. I'm people. Let's see.
Because pop songs.
Because pop songs pop crossover songs are routinely included in country songs or country charts. Billboard's decision to take the song off the blah blah, they tried to say it wasn't about that. He was recently signed to Columbia, and people were reposting it. Homie went viral. That's basically what's going on. So basically, Lil Nas X went viral, shot to the top of the charts. Billboard was like, nah, screw it, we not having it. I think they're full of shit.
Yeah, I think they're lying, y'all.
I think they're full of shit. I think they was like,
who is this black artist trying to make a genre?
Like, nah, trap country. It's Soulja Boy's trap country. Trap country. No. Slow your horses. Slow your horses.
No pun intended.
They told Lil Nas X to giddy up. Alright, so next topic. I know you guys have been hearing about this Cardi B drugging men
and robbing them
situation.
Yikes.
Oh, Cardi.
This is how I feel about all of it.
Oh, God. Cardi.
Speak no evil. See no evil. And hear no evil.
Like, literally, I love Cardi B. If you're not familiar with what's going on, Cardi B, a lie from 3 years ago, showed up. You know how social media is, the internet is forever. They pulled up an old lie.
Told y'all the internet was forever.
They pulled up an old lie from 3 years ago. Cardi was talking junk about how, she drugged men and robbed them. Now that it's out, everyone's like, hashtag surviving Cardi B. No. Now, me personally, I'm not saying that it's right.
No, that's, yeah.
But what I feel like, to be like surviving Cardi B, this is not the same as raping.
Yeah, y'all can't try to compare two different situations.
You can't compare pedophilia to robbing somebody. Those are two completely different things. Like, what? Like, how does pedophilia and robbing somebody even remotely relate or equate to each other? Raping a child.
Yeah, because not to mention,
liking children is not. Like,
so they were trying to compare the Bill Cosby versus the Cardi B situation.
And R. Kelly.
And R. Kelly. So they were trying to compare and say, oh, well, you guys were going in on Bill Cosby and also R. Kelly, and you guys aren't going to get on Cardi B because you guys love her so much. That's not the case. The case is, first of all, Cardi B never once, from just me following her and being a fan of her and also just knowing her, Cardi B has never said that she came from this
holy matrimony place and has never done dirt and did wrong by people. When she originally came out as when she was a part of, you know, being a part of the Blood,
and she was already
in a gang member and all those things, being
and she
a part
was a
of
social media presence already.
All of that, when she was a stripper,
fame.
all those things, everybody already knew Cardi B and where she came from and what she was and who she was. So for people to be like acting blindsided and kind of being like, oh well, Cardi B plays this image, she really doesn't. Cardi B is very unfiltered. She says what she's gone through. She says what she's done, and obviously that was 3 years ago.
And she's taking all her L's.
She's taking responsibility for what she's done.
She's taking all responsibility for
R. Kelly and Bill Cosby has lied about those situations.
And then I also feel like too, like, honestly, with that whole situation, she never once said she slept with these men and robbed them. What she said was she used to, and then on top of that, she also said that it was all consensual now with the rape situation, drug rape, you know, with Bill Cosby and them, they were saying that it was consensual and blah, blah, blah.
So
there's solid evidence that with R. Kelly, that's solid evidence. We know this man is a whole pedophile. She said that, you know, guys would, if you're a woman, you've probably been through this in the club, you know, guys would try to talk to her, want to sleep with her because they knew she was a stripper and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. So she's like, oh, you think you're going to get some kitty out of me just because I'm a stripper? You think you're going to disrespect me just because I'm a stripper? Well, how about this? You want to take perks and Xans and this, and now you want to turn up? We can turn up. Let's turn up. Oh, you think you're going to get some kitty? Okay, I'm going to let you think you're going to get some kitty. We're going to pop these, you know, we're going to pop these pills. We're going to turn up. We're going to have a good time. And I'm going to rob you after. That doesn't mean I'm going to sleep with you, though. Because the thing I seen or what I read, you know, because this is all allegedly, what I read one story that said that, oh, he convinced Cardi to come back, have a drink with him at his hotel. He remember he had to pee because he was drinking a lot. And then he left his drink, came back. All he remembers is Cardi B throwing that ass in a circle in his face. And then he woke up and it was a used condom on the floor and all his stuff was gone. Okay. To me personally, I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but I just feel like this is a reach. This whole situation is a reach. I feel like because she's a woman.
She spoke on it too.
Yeah, she spoke on it.
Like,
and she's going live today. She's going live today about the situation too.
And the thing is too, she went live about this circumstance. It's not like that
she got representatives speaking for her.
Yeah, it's not like if somebody else said it and then now it's spiraling and now she's saying something. It's not like that. It's not like the whole and I don't want to compare it, but kind of like how okay, so I'm not even gonna do that. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, it's not like Cardi B did not say anything on that topic. Now I will say if all of those things happen in the manners that people are saying it happened, and if, you know, when she goes live and she clarifies what happened, then you guys can have your opinions. But as far as what I know, if it did happen that way, you know,
I'm not saying the robbing is right.
Yeah, none of it is right.
No, you know, I just don't think it's. If she did.
Yeah, if it was
true, she's wrong. Let me put that out there. If it's true, she's dead ass wrong.
Yeah,
because you don't do that to nobody. You don't do that to nobody.
Because if it was flip flop and it was the guy who did that,
yeah, it would be wrong. It would be wrong either way. The whole situation, if it's true, would be wrong. But this is all allegedly. And me personally, I feel like with all this Me Too and Surviving R. Kelly and Bob, all this rape and pedophilia going on, and drugs and all this stuff that's been happening, honestly, I feel like she's just a target because she's like one of the most relevant artists out right now. And they can't really try to attack anybody else because it's like it's gonna be unbelievable for somebody like Kim Kardashian. They can't try to peg that on a Kim Kardashian. They know Kim Kardashian not out here drugging and robbing people, and we don't really have any, like, we have strong female rappers but not as big as Cardi other than Bad Baby, and we know that Bad Baby is not drugging and robbing people, and it's gonna be the most believable if it's Cardi. So because of her background, because of her, you know, gang affiliation, because of the way she talk on her music, because of how unfiltered she is, because of how, you know, she come from the street, she come from the project, so she's an easy...
So you can say literally anything.
You can say anything,
people will take
especially with her charges, especially because everybody know that Cardi is with the shit. So she's an easy target to be like, you know what, let's all just ride this wave and say that she did it, because people gonna believe it, because she's so rigid and rough around the edges, and she's so, you know what I'm saying? Just as much as women lie about being raped and drugged and all that stuff, men will do that too. And I feel like it's almost like a backlash. This is almost like revenge. Like, this is almost, I feel like men right now, they're seeing this, and this is like their opportunity.
They jumping on the bandwagon.
Finally, we gonna take
and it's Cardi.
What? Okay. And it's Cardi. So I feel like that's what's happening right now. Because me personally, I feel like yes, because she already said it. Yes, she would drug and rob a man. Back in the situation that she was in, I could see Cardi doing something like that. But drug raping, and then why? For what?
Yeah, that's not what she wants.
For what? If she didn't want to have sex with you, for what? What does she need to
and I'm pretty sure, to be honest, like,
if all the dudes that want, but my thing is, with all the dudes that want to smash,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, why would she?
And that's what I'm saying. That going right back to what Malaysia was saying, if she didn't need to drug them to have sex with them, that's not what that. First of all, and I'm like I said, that's if because this is all alleged.
Right, all
if
allegedly.
She did, she wouldn't have. I mean, come on. Like, I'm just saying, like, for me, if he invited her to the hotel, there's obviously a reason why. It's not because she couldn't have sex with him. You know
exactly. And then on top of that, you admitted that you invited her back. And then, from the story that I read, you admitted that you invited her back to after you finally convinced her to come back with you and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, I haven't been reading through any of, like, the alleged victims' stories. But I just feel like people are trying, or I'll say people, I'll generalize it. People are trying to find some woman to, cause this, I didn't see this coming. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah, I didn't see it coming.
And honestly, now I'm thinking about it. Who other else in the industry can they really try to peg this type of story on? There's no other woman in the industry, honestly, where you could try to start something like this and it not be like, or it be believable. You know what I'm saying?
With Cardi B, social media is dramatized.
It's dramatized.
Everything is dramatized.
Everything is drama.
She said something on a live, and 3 years later,
literally 3 years
it's like
later,
becoming, and people are adding more things to like the story, even though they weren't in the room with
right. Literally,
these
she
people.
said I drug and robbed niggas. That's what she said. Now all of a sudden it's she drugged, raped, surviving Cardi. Now it's this whole no. I think that first of all, this happens in hip hop culture. Not hip hop culture. I'm sorry. This happens all the time where men want to turn up, get drunk, take pills, turning up. And you don't think that there's females out here that's not going... I know females that will sit there and let you get messed up and watch you get messed up. Females, men too, watch you get messed up. It's the same thing. You watching you get... For women, I'll say this. This is the thought process, I think. It's like, all right, for a man, on a man's end, it's like, all right, I'm going to watch her get messed up and I'm going to sleep with her because she's messed up and I know she's messed up. For a woman, it's like, okay, oh, I know he's messed up. I'm going to watch him get messed up. I'm going to take his money. That's usually from my experience.
Yeah,
that's how that goes.
Perspective.
The goal is the money, to steal his money.
Not to get his pants. Not
for
to
a woman.
Yeah.
That's not usually from my experience and from what I know from the streets.
And I have stripper friends.
Yeah, I have stripper friends, and I have a lot of stripper friends, porn star friends, and that is not the goal. Is not to get in no man's pants. The goal is to take all his money and leave him with nothing. So now, that he wake up broke.
Like we said, she already admitted to that. So for y'all to be acting, oh my God, she robbed them. Yes, she said it on live. There's thousands of people on live. Like she been said it. She's already gone through that part of her life where she expressed this is what she was doing, and like she said, she's not.
And everybody knows she's gang affiliated. What y'all thought that it was gonna be cotton candy and lollipops in her world? Like no, there's not unicorns skipping and jumping off into the sunset. Yeah. There's like not daisies flowing in the wind. Not in her world. That's not where she came from. What do y'all think goes on? You can't speak on something that you don't know. You don't know. You don't know the drug. You don't know the gang life. You don't know none of that stuff. Y'all be claiming y'all do, but you don't. And if you're really a part of that, you understand that there's some things that you do that because of your circumstances. I don't want to say that she's a product of her environment, but at that time, she was a product of her environment.
And admitted to it.
And it was
already.
And admitted to it already. And in the hood, in the projects, if you've ever been in that situation, it's survival of the fittest. It's survival of the fittest in the hood. It's survival of the fittest in the project. So you gotta make it do what it do.
And we can speak from that personally, okay?
Right.
Brooklyn, stand up. Like we said, this is a topic that it's still alleged. It's still up in the air. It's still he said, she said. As far as people saying that she raped and drug raped them and all those things. So we'll see what happens.
Shout out to Offset holding his lady down. I don't know if y'all seen what he posted about her, but it was so cute. He holding his lady down, standing by her through it all. That's marriage, black love, and we out.